Hello everybody, welcome to a chat from the engineering desk. I presume that we are live here. So what we're going to talk about today is some goodies I got from the electronics store this morning. Got them all laid out here. Got some random stuff. Got the little 12 volt water pump. Those are very useful. Bought one to evaluate and play with. So we got that. Set that aside. And what do we got here? L298s. Bought two of them. Useful for controlling things like that. Excuse me. 12 volt pump that I bought, lights, motors, valves, relays, anything you want with the H-bridge. This is an Arduino Pro Mini over there. So the reason I bought that because I bought some other things. Yeah, that's a near pixel display. But I bought some displays. Here they are. These are 128 by 32 character white OLED displays. I bought 4 of them. They're cheap. So the plan of them is that I'm going to install them into a power probe. So digging it out of a drawer here. So over here, power probe. So that's the negative clamp. It's got a light inside it. The idea is to set that aside, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a pair of scissors here. Get this out of the packaging. My word. Since when do scissors battle to cut plastic? This will fit inside there. Maybe. Okay, that's possibly a little tight. But I'm sure it's not the end of the world if we have to fiddle it a bit. Can't really see from the outside that it's tapered on the inside. Well, I'm going to use a processor. And the important part is over here. These items here. Let's have a look at what I got here. Okay, we need the scissors again. There's a display. And just leave that on the foam. There we go. We've got the display. So ask grade C. The SD1308 library, I think. So the idea is that display is going to reside inside there. Okay. and then it's over here. Going to turn into a power probe with a digital display. I don't mind if I have to take this and put that separately. The important thing is the display is going in here, and I've got the option of leaving it with a foam or 3D printing a little holder which holds it inside, which I think is going to look nicer than the foam. Sorry about that. So that's a little 3D design project that we could do to make a little tube which slides inside here to retrieve these. I should oil my chair because it squeaks. I know you can hear it. Okay. If I were to make a little tube, it slides inside here with a slot to hold this display. I reckon that's going to work nicely. Going to be just perfect. So that's the power probe project. That's one I'm rather excited about, because the idea is to take a processor. One of these will do as well. I could try removing the pins and see how far it'll go in. Now you see the nano is slightly narrower, so if I depin this nano, I could probably get this nano fitted down there, depin that, and fit a nano in there, and then what we're going to do, you're going to fit this on the back of the nano, and you'll slide the two of them in there like that once it's been depinned. I reckon that's a lovely idea. So this will get breadboarded first. What I intend to do is put a 10-to-1 voltage divider in, so that the 0 to 5 volt in here becomes 0 to 50 volts. So this basically becomes a 0 to 50 volt DC power probe. Then you fire it up off a power bank, and you got yourself a little power probe, which is nice because where you doing the measurement and doing the probing like that, and you can then see the voltage over here. Nice. I work with variable speed drives, and the control voltages are 10 volts, 0 to 10 volts, 24 volts, and so on. So having a probe that you can put onto the screw terminal and see the voltage here in your hand, I think it's going to be a nice feature. This was cheap. It was, I think, in the order of probably about $3 or $4, and this casing over here and the probe is solid. It's well made. It's a nice sturdy enclosure that one can repurpose. It's got a nice strain relief over here for me to reuse. And then I'll just need a pin for the 0 volts measurement, which I can 3D print and put a spike in. So there's that. What else have we got? We bought lots of RGB LEDs because you can't have enough LEDs. Move the mic. There we go. RGB LEDs. They're dirt cheap, 5mm. I bought packs of 10, lots of them, because they're always useful. So there's that. About this, this is a 5V 16 MHz Pro Mini, by the way, so it would be good for use on USB power, which is 5V, because you get the 3.3 8 MHz version, so you got to be careful about the supplies and so on. Then obviously for programming, you've got to over here hook up a FTDI for your connection to your IDE for your code. So there's that. In here, this is my beginnings of learning about neopixels. So I got an 8x8 neopixel, which is RGB 64-bit. So you got supply. You got voltage, negative input and V plus, so it uses one wire. So that's going to be the NeoPixel adventure. See what that's all about. Very good. Set that aside. What else have we got? We have got SHT31 digital temperature and humidity sensor. It is supposed to be quite an accurate sensor for temperature and humidity. So I've got one of them to play with. That's just going to be a breadboard experiment, hooking it up and serial out. Getting back to this, sorry about that, I intend to put one of these LEDs in the handle of this thing, which changes color when it detects voltage as well. So that's going to be very nice. So let's have a look at this next thing. I bought 2 buck boost converters. What's in there? Oh yes, that was a display. Set that aside. Let's have a look at this. This is 10 amps, 5 to 32 volts in to 1 to 32 volts out. There's some blinky lights, in, out, and potentiometers. See, there's a fuse over there. Get my pointy device. Here's your fuse. There's your control chip and your switch mode components and some electrolytics. 10 amps. It's strong. I've also not used one of these before, so this is a delve into the new unknown for me. Very good. Let's have a look at the other one. Seems like somehow ended up with 2. I put the stuff on the wish list, then printed it out and went to the electronics store with it and said, please supply me with this stuff on the wish list. So this is a buck boost, 1.25 to 35 volts at 4 amps. So there's a port for voltage. It's got solder terminals. That's out. And it's in over there. Also going to be interesting. Useful stuff to have lying around. Okay, it's okay. Put stuff away before it ends everywhere. The other reason I'm live streaming is because I'm waiting for our electricity to come on so that I can cook. So I'm passing the time. Currently we're doing the stream on inverter power because it's one of the things we deal with here. Let's talk about some storage. I bought some storage this morning to put stuff in. So let's put that stuff aside, like so. And bring in this. Opens like that. Removable drawer. And that over there. So there's larger items can fit down there. Some smaller stuff down there. This is very nice. I wish I had more than one on the shelf. It's like that, eh? Right, let's talk about the other thing. I got some of these, the standard stuff. Opens up top like that. So displays can go in there. Yes, it's not anti-static package, that display. So ideally what you want to do, put it back in there, close it up, and then fit the appropriate label. 128 by 32 white OLED display. It's double-sided. There's the other side. So there's that storage that I wanted to quickly talk about. My stuff's somewhat in disarray, so getting some of this and getting it labeled and start storing stuff properly is of importance. Very good. I think I've got one more thing to talk about, and that is a little blowtorch type device that I bought. Let's put that aside. Let's have a look at this. It's called a Bonson, as in Bunsen possibly. Let's see what's inside here. that. Empty box. I think we're mostly interested in this. So let's see how this works. Set the packaging aside. What's that? Some little rubber plug. Oh, it's a little hook. Little protective cover which swings out the way. Right, how does this work? I don't think it has any little turny dials for flame control or fancy stuff like that. So bring in this stuff, woofler fluid as we call it, and install some of it in here. Now I wonder how you know when there's enough in there. I can see sparking. Ooh, there we go. I think that the fluid is possibly a bit cold in there, which is resulting in low pressure, not quite the right amount of fuel flow. At this stage. It certainly makes popping noises. This is one of those off-brand type devices which are cheap at the checkout. So I'm unsure how we're going to get on with this long term. It briefly makes a pop and that's it. Adjust flame with the air adjustment. Read instructions which are not present. Don't touch the nozzle, don't immerse. Don't stick it in water. Yeah, don't let kids use this. They might find out how it works. Butane gas, don't unscrew. Do not store above 40 degrees. Then, yeah, you're going to get done for taking this on an aircraft. And the usual stuff that if you use this in California, you're going to get cancer. I'm so pleased that they addressed that concern. Blue flame. Hang on. What's this? For roasting teeth mold. What? Are you serious? For barbecue? Be a very small barbecue. For baking food. Okay. Those little desserts where they caramelize the top. For process and welding. Yeah, you might be able to solder with this. I don't know about welding. Repairing household appliance. Now we get into the gist of it. Hey, here we go. Caramelizing food, roasting peppers, barbecuing or survival tool, repairing and welding. Well, I think I wouldn't depend on this for survival, because you seem to be having reliability problems with it from the get-go. Read all instructions. Yeah, where's the control for the primary air? That doesn't turn. It's just it doesn't spin either. Huh. No. The on-off switch. Not on-off. This is what happens when you buy stuff at the checkout. You got a shiny ornament to show for it. Well, go for a Bunsen burner if you need one. Bunsen, not so good. Could be a problem with the amount of liquid going in here. Although I do tend to think that we'll shortly be canning this project. No. Just making popping noises and annoying all of you guys. So I do have some other projects that we need to get back to. Notably this over here, the next gen HMI. I need to flash one of these up and have a talk about that, because they're lovely HMIs. And put your graphics in there and all that sort of stuff. There's your transmit and receive lines to your Arduino, and off you go. They're lovely. And then somewhere over here, oops, dropsy, some USB cables. This thing over here, this is an RGB LCD. In other words, the backlight is RGB, and you control that over software. It's I2C. So I must talk more about this, because they're very nice. I was playing with it, so it's hooked up to a DHT11 over here. So there's that. Put that aside. I think that is going to conclude our talk for this live stream. We talked about the mailbag stuff. This is the project at hand. That's why I bought those displays. That's what I'm excited about, getting this going, because this is going to be a nice one. So thanks for being here. I hope you all have an awesome day further, and I hope to see you around for more of my videos. And thanks for being here. Take care, folks. Cheers.